Another midday live stream. Welcome, and welcome again. I have to tell you, I was not planning on doing a live stream today, but a few things came up and I felt like they were important enough for me to make a video about. So, with that being said, excuse me, my nose is itching today. I don't know why, but it's so bad, and it's live and I can't stop. I can't, not scratch it when it itches. It's just disgusting. But anyway, first and foremost, I want to address a comment that I received this morning, and that comment was about the time-lapse video that I released, which was just for fun, just purely for fun. I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning. Yeah, 4 a.m. this morning, couldn't go back to sleep. So I was like, screw it, I'm gonna have fun. I had a request. The guy actually sponsored that time-lapse video because he wanted to see some of my better time lapses from the areas I've been in Thailand. And some of those areas included Bangkok, Pattaya, and other places. So that sponsored time-lapse video was put this morning because this channel is also about fun. Now, I got a comment, and if this guy watches this, please know and understand, this is not about bashing you as a commenter in any way, form, or fashion. I enjoyed your comment, and I thank you for your comment. But his comment said, I didn't learn anything from this one, not what I'm looking for. Something to that effect, right? Well, I need you to keep in mind, this channel was originally called DoMoreLife, okay? Then it was trademarked, that name was trademarked by an angry expat. So, my intention of this channel was to teach people how to do more life, right? And in doing so, I became obsessed with travel, fun, photography, and education. And that is what I wanted this channel to be about. The whole time, all the time, is travel, fun, photography, and education. Now, it has become more of an educational channel and an experience channel than the photography and fun part. But it's definitely still a travel channel as well. I mean, guys, I travel every weekend. Yeah, usually I go to one of two places, but I'm still traveling. So I want you guys to understand and know that travel is the -- priority of this channel. Fun is right there with it because we want to have fun doing this. Photography is something, that's how I started, as a photographer. I bought my first DSLR after I came back from my first trip out of the country, which was to Peru. I decided that I had to have a camera. At the time, I was absolutely, and still am, obsessed with aviation. I love anything that has to do with airplanes. Love it. And I was, one of my best friends is now a commercial pilot. At the time, she hadn't even gotten her private license yet, and I wanted to take pictures of planes. That's what I wanted to do. So I invested, a couple $1,000s in camera equipment and started shooting aviation photography. You can see most of those pictures at my old Instagram. It's at just_calls_photos. So you can see most of those pictures there. You can also, if you're friends with me on Facebook, you can see albums and albums and albums of airplanes. But photography is how I started, and photography is something that I love genuinely with a passion. I just don't have time to edit and take pictures, nor do I have the equipment that I used to. I'm now operating with a Canon M50, which is just not a, it's not like my 7D Mark II DSLR that I had when I had a 70-200 f2.8 AOUSM lens to go on. That's a $2,000, a little over $2,000 lens. So I don't get the quality that I used to get, but I try, and I make do with what I have. And from the photography aspect, I have to say that, I would like to do more, and hopefully this channel is going to create enough revenue so that I will be able to do that. I have plans. I can assure you I have plans. I also want to say that the fun aspect of this channel, I don't ever want to get away from. I always want this to be fun for you guys. I always want this to be a source of entertainment in some way. I try not to be too serious all the time. I will definitely not be too serious when I'm in Pattaya on vacation, simply because why would you be so serious? You're on vacation, right? We're gonna have those 5 vlogs that are gonna come out of Pattaya, not the 5 live streams. Well, the 5 live streams are gonna be great because I'm gonna have the gimbal and we're gonna do a lot of interaction. And I can tell you, I'm not gonna promise you, but I can tell you that more than likely I'm going to wind up doing much more than 5 live streams. So, but you will get 5 daily vlogs as well. And I have some very interesting stuff lined up for November in terms of content that you guys are going to be shocked and really surprised by. So that's the travel and the fun part. And the travel is going to include, after I get through this Pattaya series, is going to start including things outside of Pattaya. For example, a commenter left me today a message about a national park around here which has cooler temperatures. He said it was about a 3-hour bus ride from Bangkok. I was very, very happy to hear that, and I've heard of that national park before, and I fully intend to go there, and when I do, you guys will get all the content. And I'm going to start exploring other places. There are some other cities around the area that I live in, neighboring areas, you know, smaller cities, and then there's a larger city down south called Rayong that I've heard some stuff about. You know, I want to get out and explore a little bit. So all that stuff's coming in terms of travel. We're going to keep it fun though. Now, travel, fun, photography. We just talked about photography. I do intend to start taking and editing more pictures for my Instagram account because I need to build that account as well for some branding that I'm going to be doing. Also want you guys to know that the last thing is education. So travel, fun, photography, and education. Now, for education or educational purposes, I do my very best to keep you guys up to date with is the comments on in this video, guys? Like, can you comment on anything? Because I haven't seen a comment yet. Can somebody just like put a 1 or something so I can make sure you can comment? Because I don't, let's see, live chat. It looks like the comment should be visible. Somebody type something. Anyway, test, yes, Soul Jacker. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Okay, good. The comments are on. The educational part is extremely important to me, and I know that the educational part is extremely important to you. That is why I spend a lot of time doing research when I go to these places, learning the applicable laws. I learn about visas. I learn about financial cost of certain things. I try to keep you up to date on places to shop, places to eat, those kind of things. So the educational value that I'm trying to bring to this channel is something that I want to be, or I want the channel to be known for, certainly. And I just want to tell you guys, I appreciate so much for those of you that are now consistently contributing to the content of this channel. You will no longer hear me use the word donation because it's not a donation. You're helping me create content for you, for the people that watch this channel, and for the people that need to get something out of it, for the people that want to see what it's like to travel in Thailand and other places, because I am going other places, I assure you, for the people that want to have fun while they watch their videos, for the people who are excited about the aspects of photography. I shot professionally for over 2 years in America, so you know, just because you don't see me doing a lot with photography doesn't mean I don't know how to be a photographer, I can assure you. But that's not something I really brag on, because it's just not, I don't have the equipment to do the kind of photography I would like to do. So the last thing again is education, and that is of the utmost importance to me. It is of the utmost importance to me that you guys get and receive as much information as humanly possible, as many times as possible. And when you have questions regarding anything that comes up in terms of whether it be visas, cost of living, normal day-to-day stuff, teaching, working in Thailand, all this stuff I have information on. And all this stuff I am more than willing to provide to you happily. So you can leave comments, you can hit me up on Facebook Messenger. There are many ways. I think the people that subscribe to this channel know that getting in touch with me is not hard to do. I fully, many times, respond to every comment on every video. Now, if you make a comment that's down in the thread, in other words, somebody's made a comment and your comment's down under their comment, I may not always get to you. That's just because it gets lost in the tracking of the comments itself, and I can't keep up with all of them. But for the most part, I try to do my very best to keep up with your comments, and I want to answer your comments. I want you guys to be engaged. I want you to ask questions. I want you to tell me what I should do next. I want you to tell me what you want to see, because this is not a channel that's all about me. There are too many people who have contributed to this channel, both intellectually, financially, and emotionally, for this channel just to be about me anymore. Here's a question from Steven. Is 55,000 baht good retired budget a month? Steven, you can live here on 55,000 baht a month. You will need to budget well, but for example, the average teacher, well, not the average teacher salary here is between 20 and 35,000 baht. That's if you have a bachelor's degree and you're working at like a you know, some kind of sanctioned school, like a government school, for example, or something like that. So let's take the high end of that and say you make 35,000 baht, right? That's $1,000 US dollars a month. People live comfortably here. The Thais do off of that. For a Westerner, you're going to want to make a little bit more, so I think 55,000 baht is a very reasonable. That's like what, 1,750, 1,800 US dollars a month. I think that cost would be more than sufficient for your lifestyle, as long as you don't want to go out and drink and party every night. You shouldn't have a problem. You should be able to get a good condo somewhere for between 4,000 and 6,000 baht a month with a kitchen. You'll be able to buy your own food. That will save you expenses, a lot of expenses, by buying your own food and cooking it at home. You'll still be able to go out once, twice a week. You can date. You can do. I mean, 55,000 baht is a steady, what I would say, good, comfortable income here in Thailand. Particularly if you stay out in the province. Okay, so you don't drink or party, so you're good then, Stephen. See, one thing that helps me is I don't drink either. So, you know, it doesn't cost me a lot to go out. Big C, a big up from Isan. Jed, you are the coolest dude. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it, Big C. I appreciate you tuning in and all the comments you make on the channel as well. Much appreciated. And we've been talking about, you might want to go back if you just got here and see the beginning of this video after it's over, because I really talked about what the motto, what the intention of this channel was when it started, and that has not changed. But I got a comment this morning that reminded me that I probably need to remind you guys of what this channel is about, which is travel, fun, photography, and education. All four of those things are going to be covered all the time. For example, I'll go back and say it again. The video I released this morning was a time-lapse collaboration that I put together at 4 a.m. this morning because I couldn't go back to sleep. So that's just a fun video for you guys to watch. That's something interesting for you to look at. It's only, what, 3 minutes and like 6 seconds long, so it doesn't take a lot of your time. It's just the entertainment value, so that adds to both the fun and the entertainment and the travel, because you get to see different places. And I'm going to do things like that from time to time. Not every single one of my videos are going to be purely educational, telling you what you should do, what you need to do, how to do it, that kind of thing. That's what these live streams are for, and that's what... Hey, Marine Corps, good to see you, buddy. I know you're working. Don't expect you to comment too much, but I hope you're having a great day. Steven says, if you have time, can you check out Universe Gym in Pattaya Central? Steven, send me a message on Facebook Messenger, or put that in the comment section of this video when the live stream is over, please, because otherwise I won't remember. But I will definitely while I'm in Pattaya, if you remind me, I will check that out for you, because the opening of Terminal 21 in Pattaya is going to be happening while I'm going to be there. I'm going to try to shoot that live for you guys, like a live stream. I think that will be freaking awesome. If you guys know anything about Terminal 21 stuff, it's like a big shopping center, right? They just built it in Pattaya, and it opens on, I believe, the 19th of this month, and I will be in Pattaya on the 19th of this month. So that would be something just, you know, really, really cool for you guys to see. I don't know if I'll vlog it or if I'll shoot it live. It just depends on how the equipment's working when I get there, how much you guys are engaging in the live stream, because I really, really enjoy when you comment. It gives me something to talk about. And yeah, we'll just kind of have to see how that part goes. But I think the opening of Terminal 21 in Pattaya would be something very interesting for you guys to see. It's a brand new shopping, I mean brand new. They got a old airplane out there and put it out front. It's unique looking. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go on Facebook or Google search Terminal 21 Pattaya, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's really cool. The Terminal 21 in Bangkok, I have a video on, so you can see just what kind of shopping center I'm talking about. It's big, and it's there's usually a lot of stuff in there, a lot of stuff to do, food, coffee, theaters, yeah, just all kinds of stuff, I think it'll be very, very, very interesting. So anyway, getting back to the topic of the video, I just want you guys to be aware that, you know, travel for me is my, how do I say this right, is my goal in life. My goal in life is to be able to travel and to do what I'm doing now, to share my experiences with you, and to be able to make a living, doing so. Not get rich. I'm not looking to get rich. I'm not a minimalist, but I'm not looking to get rich. I'm just looking to have enough income to be able to travel and do what I love to do and survive while I'm doing it. I'm sorry guys, my nose is just itching like crazy. I said this at the beginning. Steven says, what do you think about learning Thai language at a school in Pattaya? Are they decent? Is it worth it? I have no idea about language schools that teach Thai. I have no clue. I will tell you that if I wind up not teaching next semester or next year, I will probably end up getting an educational visa to learn Thai, because the Thais really like you when you can speak a little bit of Thai. Like if you try to learn a little bit of Thai, or if you speak to them in just a little bit of Thai, it doesn't have to be perfect Thai or anything like that. If you just try your best, they will have a conversation with you that will help you through it. Sorry guys, got flies here. They will help you through it. They will engage you more, and they really respect the fact that you're trying to speak Thai, you know. So I think learning Thai would be a good thing. Plus it gives you, you can get a 6-month educational visa or a year visa, or a 1-year educational visa as well. And if you know anything about Thailand, you know that staying here on an educational visa is, staying here long term is tough to do. Steven says, that's my plan. I'm getting 1 educational visa next year. That's a good plan to have. It really is. And I recommend you start that process in your home country. I think it would be very beneficial to you. It seems that now that I'm here and that I understand the immigration process a little bit better, it seems as though starting the process from a Thai consulate in your own country or a Thai embassy really not only expedites things, but it makes things a lot clearer. It makes things a lot simpler, and I just think it's a better idea to start your visa process in your home country. Marine Corps said, did you answer the 55? Yes, I did answer that question. Yes, let me answer that. For 55,000 baht, you're talking about roughly, I think, like 1,700 USD, something like that, 1,700, 1,800, because 60,000 would be 2,000 US dollars right at it. So for 55,000 baht, you can live a comfortable lifestyle here. As long as you don't drink yourself stupid or party a lot or spend a lot of money on nightlife and going out, on 55,000 baht, you should be able to maintain a good lifestyle. Steven says, I am 49, I need it for 1 year before I can retire visa. Yep, sure do. You gotta be 50 for the retire visa, Steven. Marine Corps says, but not too much travel outside Thailand, huh? Well, that depends on how you live. See, if you live within your means here, and are still able to save some money, you can travel outside of Thailand, because, man, I'm telling you, flights are cheap. And if you don't want to fly, take a bus. You can take a bus from here, from Bangkok to Siem Reap in Cambodia for $18. Like, yeah, it's a long ride, but, you know, I mean, it's cheap. Travel here is real cheap. John, watching from Fargo, North Dakota, USA. Welcome, John. Good to see you, sir. Thank you so much for dropping by. I really appreciate it. But to answer your question, Marine Corps, 55,000 disposable baht a month will give you a good, you can live good. You know, you think about it, if you live in a 6,000 baht apartment, which is very reasonable, you can find those on the outskirts of just about any kind of city. Sometimes you can find them inside the city, like I did in Bangkok. Then, you know, you're going to pay another, let's say, a maximum of 1,500 baht in electric. You get unlimited data and everything on your one SIM card. That's another 1,500 baht. So that's 3,000. So you're up to 9,000 baht now. So your groceries and food are probably going to cost you another, I don't know, let's say 10,000 baht, right? So you're talking about 19,000 baht, and then the rest of it is whatever, I mean, the rest of it's up to you. So you take basically 20,000 from 55, you have 35,000 baht, you have $1,000 left to spend each month, and that's after your rent, utilities, and cell phone and internet are paid. So I would think that would be pretty cool. I mean, I think you could do it off 55,000 baht a month. I know when I first moved here, before I started working, I was doing it off of 46,000 baht a month. 46,000 baht. So, and I was still living decent. You know, I couldn't really go out and do a lot, but again, I don't drink. So when I say go out, it's, you know, I don't spend the kind of money that others spend when they go out, which helps. It does. It helps. But you can still go out a couple nights a week. The thing about it is living in Thailand, it's so much more peaceful than it is living in America. It's so much more peaceful than it is living in the Philippines. I'm sorry, in my opinion. That's my opinion, but that is my opinion. It's more peaceful living here, and probably living anywhere in Southeast Asia than it's going to be living in the Western world, and there are so many reasons for that. You're very welcome, Marine Corps, very welcome. You know, just the peace of mind itself is worth having to, you know, not go out quite as much. I mean, it just is. Can you Diet Coke and bars? What's the cost? Yes, you can drink Diet Coke and bars. It depends on the bar. If you're talking about like Go-Go's and stuff, they're going to be about 9 baht, extremely expensive. If you're talking about, you know, going out to a restaurant or whatever, they're going to be between 30 and 50 baht. So it, you know, a little over $1, $1.50, something like that. Marine Corps says, what you lived on when you got there. Thanks for sharing. Yes, you're very, very welcome. Very welcome. And listen, I was living in Bangkok, so I was able to buy my BTS pass, my MRT pass, which got me anywhere I needed to go. I was able to pay for my medication because I do have a few health conditions. And I was still able to go out at least one night a week, sometimes two, and just do something, whether it be eat or, you know, whatever the case may be. Chan June, hello sir, hello to you. Good to see you in the chat. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate you stopping by. I apologize for my nose. It is itching like crazy, and I just cannot get this thing to stop. But I think cost of living here, excuse me, I think the peace of mind of living here allows you to get by on less money than you think, if that makes any sense at all. Being here and being able to, like, just being here and being able to relax and not have to worry about the day-to-day 9 to 5 of America, the grind of America, the same, you know, or whatever Western country you're from, the same daily grind. Getting outside of that daily grind is just, I mean, you can't really put a price tag on that. I stayed, when I was in Bangkok, my apartment was 6,000 baht a month. My utilities ran about 1,200 baht a month. My cell was, in total, for unlimited data and calls and text, was 1,750 baht a month. So, you know, the only other thing I had to buy was medication. That was those were my core costs, and then of course I had food and transportation on the BTS and stuff. But still, I had plenty of money left over. Well, not plenty of money, but I had enough money left over that I could go out and enjoy myself, and I could do things. Plus, I had a lot of free time too. And see, that's the other thing you have to take into consideration. When you first get here, whether it be here or another Southeast Asian country, if you're retired or if you have another source of income and you're not working or you don't have an online job or something like that, you're going to get bored really quick. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but you're going to get bored, because if you don't have the money to travel and do things, to go to sites and go out places and that kind of thing, then you are going to be sitting at home. And that's cool if you like watching TV, and if you like messing on YouTube, Netflix, and that kind of thing. It's all good. But if not, you're going to get bored. So you probably, if you're that guy that's thinking about, should I retire early? Should I wait a little while so I can make more money? My suggestion is wait a little while so you can make more money, because you don't want to get here and not be able to spend any money. That's for sure, because that just gets kind of depressing a little bit. Steve says it's warm there. It's lots free stuff to do. Go for walks with people. It's also true. There are many things you can do here that are absolutely free. There are parks. There are events that are free. There are many things that are free here that you can do basically anytime you want to do them. And if you're into nature, you can. If you're into nature and if you like to take pictures, whether you're a professional photographer or not, man, you can go to these national parks for a little bit of nothing and just have a field day. It's always exciting, always something to do here. But anyway, guys, free live music, yeah, GP, exactly. There's especially if you're in somewhere like Pattaya, you know, there's free live music all the time you can go listen to, or you can go sit in a restaurant somewhere and listen to the free live music and just drink a beer or drink Coke or buy a meal. If you want to go out that night, go to a restaurant that's got a live band playing. They play a lot of old rock and roll around here, a lot, especially in Pattaya. Bangkok has bars that do the same thing too. So if you're into, you know, old rock and roll music, there you go. You got your night out, you got your live music, you got your beer, you got your food, and you know, you're probably going to spend I don't know, 600-700 baht maybe. So you're talking what, 3, 6, 9, 12, 14, 20 bucks, something like that. Marine Corps says, I'm the one that wants to rent the Harley, put 2 girls on it, and head out for the weekend. Have to work longer. I know you do, man. I know you do. There's a guy in our Facebook group that you should hook up with at some point. I'll tell you about him offline. He's big into Harleys and motorcycles too. He's a motorcycle guy, and you guys would get along great. But he's in the Facebook group now that you're in, and yeah, you guys would get along great. Also, if you're interested in joining the Facebook group that I have, it's a private group, and I do screen your Facebook profile to make sure you are a legitimate person and that you're not intending on causing any harm or disruption to that group, because that group is a group of like-minded people who are looking to help each other as we travel, as we learn, as we go through life, and as we experience different things. If you're interested in becoming a member of that, hit me up on Facebook Messenger and I will reply to you for sure. Also, if you ever, Chris R says, question, Boracay, Angeles, Makati, or Thailand? Thailand, no question, Thailand. Thailand. I spent 3 days in Angeles. I like Angeles. It's a much better city than just the nightlife. Never been to Boracay. Always wanted to go. It's closed right now, by the way. Makati, that's a real uppity, rich section. There's a lot of traffic in Makati. If traffic's not your thing, Makati is probably not going to be your thing. I have seen people take a 2-kilometer ride that took 6 hours in a taxi. So, you know, I'm not sure if that would be your thing. Okay, Chris says, Roger, he's got it. I say Thailand, all the way, Thailand. You have to remember too, Thailand, the infrastructure here is just better. It just is. I mean, it just is. There's no, not talking bad about the Philippines, not saying anything like that, you know. It's just better. Boracay, there's Eli. Hey, Eli. Boracay is beautiful, but bring your own girl. Well, to my understanding, Boracay is still closed right now, so you can't bring anybody. GB says, I like Thailand more than America. So do I. So do I. I like Thailand much more than America. And I apologize, guys. This truck's about to go by. I'm not sure how much of me you'll be able to hear, but we'll let him get going by real quick. But the peace of mind living in Southeast Asia, man, specifically here in Thailand, is just, it's it's a beautiful thing. It really is. I hate to sound cliche or cheesy about it, but it really is a beautiful thing. And you know, it's just one of those things that you can't really explain. You just have to be here. I recommend everybody come on vacation and stay for an extended period of time. You know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, and see how you like it. Check out a couple different places. Go to a few cities. Go to a provincial area and check it out. Steven says, you going to the Hideaway Bar for Rob's birthday. I have no idea when Rob's birthday is. I will be at the Hideaway Bar pretty soon, but I have no idea when his birthday is. Thais are spiritual people. Yes, that is true. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm so sorry for the noise in the background. Yes, they are, but they're Buddhist, which means they're also, for the most part, fairly calm people. They stay calm, cool, and collected. So I enjoy it here, and with that being said, I set out to do another 10-minute live stream, and I'm at 32 minutes. Hello, Jim. Good to see you again. Thanks for dropping by at the end here, because I'm getting ready to cut this thing off. Just want to remind everybody, if you want to contribute to content, the best, you can either super chat, which just keep in mind YouTube takes 30% of that, or you can simply hit the PayPal link below it, which will be in the description of this video, but it's in the description of my other videos. So if you want to sponsor a video, add the tag when you send the contribution. Add the tag, say I want to sponsor your next video, or I want to sponsor a video on shopping in Pattaya, or I want to sponsor a video on whatever it is you want to sponsor. Let me know, and also let me know if you want to remain anonymous or not. This Wednesday, 20 seconds in Thailand, YouTuber in Pattaya with Kit. Well, I will probably be there then. In that case, Steven, I don't know. I'm not sure which night I'm going to. I'm not sure which night I'm going. So, but I've already messaged him and let him know I'm coming. I'm just not sure if it's going to be at Hideaway or if we're just going to meet up to have dinner. Either way, I look forward to seeing those guys. I met them both in person, and both of them seem like great guys. Can't really say anything super detailed about them, because I didn't really get to spend a whole lot. Sorry guys, flies everywhere. I didn't get to spend a whole lot of time with either one of them. We just had dinner and hung out for a little while afterwards, but good people, no doubt, good people. So, with that being said, I will sign off now, and I thank you guys very much for tuning in. I'm not sure if there'll be any more content until I get to Pattaya, but look forward to seeing you this weekend. If I don't see you before then, everyone take care and have a great rest of the week. Later, guys.